Everyone, thanks for joining me for today's video. I really wanted to do kind of a shop my stash kind of video. This is where we usually would go through our makeup collection and use stuff that we haven't used for a while. I love watching these types of videos because first of all, they remind me of stuff that I might have love and haven't used for a while, and also there's just so much newness happening. I just can't keep up, and sometimes it's just nice to look at a video that is not oversaturated with new products. What sparked today's video for me was really the Smashbox Shapematters palette. I don't know if any of you remember this one. This palette holds 3 brow products, 4 face products, contour, bronzer, highlights, and also 9 eyeshadows, and also you get a brush in here. This is definitely old. I mean, it's a few years old, so probably it's not really safe to use it, but hey, it's mostly powder product, so I'm gonna use it. I don't remember where I picked it up exactly, but it was definitely at an airport, so I got a better deal on it. And if you don't know, I'm like obsessed with like palettes that include multiple products for face and eyes, lips, brows, whatever. So this definitely was a favorite, but it just got buried in a makeup case that I haven't looked at in a while, but I did today, so here we are. I'm fresh out of the shower. I have my moisturizer on and it is super hot, so I'm like sweating. Hopefully my foundation and powder don't break down in the middle of this video. Anyway, let's start off prepping the lips. This is the Essence Lip Care Booster. It's basically a lip peeling little product. It's not actually old, it's quite new, and I do have a video of new drugstore products, but I love this, so why not use it. Also for like the complexion products like primer, foundation, I don't have anything old. I had recently moved and a big suitcase full of my makeup is misplaced somewhere, so I'm missing quite a lot. I do have some pieces, but like foundation, primer, I don't have anything that's like older, so we're gonna be using stuff that you have seen in my latest videos. For example, the primer I'm gonna use is the Essence Mattifying Pore Minimizing Primer. As I said in a previous video, it's not very pore minimizing, but it is hydrating and works fine as a base underneath makeup, so it's definitely usable, but I don't see any pore minimizing. For foundation and concealer, I'm gonna use the True Skin Hydrating Foundation and High Cover Concealer. I really like these. They're from Catrice. I can't even open this because my hands are so sweaty. This is ridiculous. Now I like to take the shade 020 Warm Beige before I put on foundation and just cover up my blemishes, because there's a lot, and I might as well just cover my whole face with it. But my skin has been super terrible recently, and it doesn't help that I stopped taking my Halo, is it Halo Beauty? Yeah, Halo Beauty vitamins. I was on holiday and I just got lazy taking them, and I had skipped a week, and I was like, all right, I just won't bother now, and I'm really paying for this now with my skin. I do still have like 3 months here ready to go, so I'm gonna start back up because that stuff really works. So I've literally just blended out the concealer and used it like a foundation. Oh my god. I really don't need to put foundation on now, but I kind of want a full coverage look, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move on to powder foundation because this face needs setting. I'm gonna use my Benefits Hello Happy Velvet Powder Foundation, which I have truly loved. As you can see, like, this is almost finished. I have this in the shade 4. It's a little bit darker, but we do need this because I have gotten really tan, and all of my other powders and this foundation is a little bit light. So hopefully this powder can even us out a little bit. I really like this powder. It's very long wearing. I even like compared it to my MAC Studio Fix. But one of the things I don't like about this is the packaging. It's really kind of flimsy. I don't really feel safe traveling with this. With my MAC Studio Fix, I feel a lot more safer that the powder doesn't crack open. Okay, we can start digging into the Shapematters palette from Smashbox because it has a brow powders. This is what she looks like inside, and I still have the sheet of paper that comes with it. Wow. Okay, so the brow shades are here. They're quite light, but that's okay. I do use lighter colors. I'm not sure about the wax here. I mean, it looks still creamy, so I might try to use it, but let's see. I'm gonna dip into the wax. Oh yeah, it's still soft. Also, I haven't used a brow powder in a while because I've been obsessed with my Benefit Brow. So I need a little bit of practice. Also, a fly just flew in from the window and this is really gonna annoy me. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's very loud. Okay, that worked pretty fine. I think the wax is still waxy. So I'm gonna go into the deeper shade that's in here. It definitely takes longer with the brow powders, for me anyway, than with my brow pomade, but I'm just out of practice with the powders and my eyebrows never look the same, so I'm always struggling. Okay, I think the brows are pretty okay. Now, I haven't been wearing eyeshadow at all because I have lash extensions and you wouldn't see any eyeshadow because I do have hooded eyelids, so whenever I have lashes they cover everything up. But we could use some of maybe the purple colors on the lower lash line or something like that, or maybe just put like this neutral color all over the top lid. I mean, we can try do something. I do have here the Milani eyeshadow primer, which I bought because I watched Emily Noel's videos and she raves about this eyeshadow primer. I think I've used it once and then I lost it, but now I have found it so we can use it again. Pretty sure I don't even know how to apply eyeshadow anymore because I've had the lashes on for over a year now. But when I did wear eyeshadow, I used to love this shade here. It's just like a matte, pale, no color eyeshadow. I used to love to set my eyeshadow with these types of colors like all the time. I mean, the shadows still look okay. They don't look dry or crumbly at all. Yes, so I'm just gonna put this pale nudie pinky shade just all over the lid. You can't probably see anything, but when I close my eyes or like do this, then you can see a little bit of this nudie mauve shade on my eyelids. Then we could use this sparkly pink purple shade in the middle and put it under lower lash line, for example. I do have to hand it to Smashbox because their eyeshadows, well, the ones I've tried, because I've had a few palettes beside this one, they were always really good. But for some reason they have kind of fallen off the radar now. They haven't really come out with anything, and if they have, it's been kind of lackluster. Okay, so now we have a little bit of color underneath the lash line, but I feel that I need to put mascara now on my lower lash line. I need to check if I even have a mascara that's not dried out because I haven't used mascara in so long. Okay, I have one here. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. For my lower lash line, I would only use waterproof because it smudges and I can't open it. Okay, here we go. Please don't smudge. I already see little flecks under my eyes, but I cannot touch it now. Okay, there is like a little shimmery eyeshadow here, and I think they do have names. Oh yeah, so we did use vanilla as a base, then we used Totally Nude, and now I'm gonna use Champagne to highlight the brow bone and inner corner. And totally smudged already. Like, this is why I don't wear mascara on my lower lashes. Okay, before we move on to the face, I'm gonna get a cotton pad to clean up this under eye because it's fully covered in mascara now. Okay, I've managed to clean up my under eye, and now we can get into the fun stuff, which is the face powders, and I just hit myself with this palette. I'm gonna use mainly the bronzers and the highlight here. I don't have much use for the matte highlight here, which, you know, it was very popular to do the triangle under the eye and then set it with a powder like this. But I don't want to do that. So we're just gonna use the bronzers and the highlight from this palette, and we're just gonna add a different blush. I'm gonna first use the contour shade. Even though I don't like a cool bronzer anymore, I prefer a warmer one now, but let's see how this looks. Yeah, it's definitely very cool. I mean, at the time this came out, we were all about highlighting and contouring. And you had to have a cool bronzer to do this. You just had to. I always liked the Smashbox powders as well. They do have a trio that contains the contour shades and the matte highlight. That one was super popular. I do have that one. And I've hit pan on like the bronzers on that palette, so I really did get use out of the bronzers. I won't use more of the contour shade. I'm gonna go into the bronzer now, which is definitely warmer, and I'm gonna load up on that. I do feel that the contour shade has made me look like super muddy. See, this is why I don't like cool bronzers. I only like warm ones now because the cool ones just don't work for me. Anyway, I'm gonna add a little blush, and I'm gonna use the Hot Mama from the Balm. I do have it in their little set. Don't you know I love sets? It's one of my like favorite type of blushes. It's shimmery and it's very similar to the NARS Orgasm blush actually. This palette isn't available anymore, but all of the products in here, all the blushes, bronzer, highlight, they are sold separately. Blush just makes everything look better. This blush gives me such a nice golden warm glow. I just love it. And I don't reach for it enough because there's just too many new blushes that I'm using, so I keep forgetting about this one. For highlight, we're gonna go back into the Shapematters palette because I want to use this one here, and I remember it was really, really good. Okay, it's more on the natural side. I remember it being a little bit more blinding. Definitely more on the natural side, which is totally fine, but I prefer a more bam blinding highlight. But I guess this is fine. Still, I feel like my face looks totally white compared to my neck. But I have on enough bronzer, I think. Now, what we do have left is lips, and I haven't reached for any of my MAC lip liners or lipsticks in such a long time, so I wanted to use something. And I opted for the liner in the shade Subculture and a classic lipstick bullet in the shade Blankety. Remember when MAC was like the only brand for lipsticks and lip liners? I was never a fan of the pencil lip liners because they are actually quite dry. And finally, let's apply my lipstick, which has been loved, clearly. Beautiful shade. No wonder I used to love it so much. And then to seal the deal, good old Max Fix Plus, but this is the Goldlite version, which has a little bit of gold flecks in it. Looks actually really beautiful. These shimmery Fix Plus setting sprays from MAC are actually also good for all over the body in the summertime because it gives you a nice glow. Okay guys, I think we are finished. We have our full face done. I'm loving how it looks, even though the contour shade in the Shapematters palette is a little bit too grayish for me, but the bronzer did balance it out, and the blush. The brows are totally fine, but I just don't reach for powder brows at this point in my life. The blush I totally love, but the highlight I could have just used the Mary Luminizer that's in the Balm palette that I have. But I'm happy I put on this lipstick because it's so beautiful, and I may actually repurchase a new one. It's very nostalgic. I hope you liked the video. I'm gonna show you a close-up of the face as well, because I do know I'm a little bit far, but I would love to know if there are products that you haven't used in a while and have just started using. And I would also like to encourage people to shop their stash and not just keep buying, because there is no need to hoard so much makeup. I'm actually planning to do a video where I just look at the new releases, and I'm gonna, you know, see if I'm gonna pick up anything or I'm just gonna skip it because I have so much already. Thank you so much for spending your time for me. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a huge thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I'll link here some more reviews and videos that you might enjoy, so go ahead and click on them now. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye.